We back, people. We back. So after this is gonna be a rambling video, stuff that I've seen over the course of the day. Maybe just a little bit of news and stuff like that. You know, the good stuff. So as I hope you guys hope you guys don't judge me too bad, but Amazon's doing their pre-orders on the Link, the Skyward Sword Amiibo, the Amazon, what's it called, the Amazon exclusive Amiibo that they're doing. Like, they're doing exclusive Amiibos for each one. I managed to cop one. I wanted to get two, one to open and one to hold on in my collection, but yeah, it's only exclusive to Prime members, and people are pissed off. Let me read this entitlement. It's like people are so angry about this Amazon review. This Amazon review was done by Hey Jupiter04. Okay, it says, I've been checking every day since they announced the exclusives, and I wasn't able to pre-order this one. I've been checking every single hour since the release date, 12 a.m. ET, and since it's been gone now. How can this happen? We need to either stop buying Amiibos or make ourselves heard to Nintendo. Their exclusives suck. All other regions can easily get them, and we can have the waste of time. Oh my god. It's just pure entitlement, pure people that are angry. They can't get their plastic toys. This positive review, I'm going to put helpful. Because, yeah, you have to be patient. They open the pre-orders up to Prime members, people that actually pay, you know, to get the free 2-year, the exclusives and the sales on Amazon. People are pissed off because those people got priority over the other people. It's like, no. And you can't scalp this anymore. Like, people make multiple accounts with multiple credit cards so they can scalp the fuck out of these things. And hopefully Amazon hasn't been the keenness on keeping their pre-orders for Amiibos up to date. Last time I saw, there was one Amiibo, this plastic piece of toy, it cost like $100. It was like, Jesus fuck. But yeah, as you can see, the bullshit with Amiibo pre-ordering and Amiibo culture, scalpers, people scalping it, buying it up for retail price and then selling it on eBay for $100 more because it's scarce right now. It's fucking Nintendo. But yeah, what else is this? What else can I say about this? Just that the Amiibo craze is still happening. People are still trying to, what's it called, still trying to get these plastic piece of toys, and they sold out. I managed to cop one, just one, because the website doesn't allow me to pre-order more than one, so yay me. What other bit of news? Oh, the developers, a lot of developers have been praising the Xbox One. I think the Ark Survival, the Titanfall 2, the Pillars of Eternity, with other developers. I think those are the only one. The Shadow of Mordor. Keep in mind that all these developers have marketing deals with Xbox, and they're promoting their games on the platform. So they wouldn't be speaking ill. They'll be touting, like, say, hey, buy our game on this console that has a marketing deal. It's just they had to make up that money somehow. So let me check before I open my mouth. Let's see, Titanfall 2 marketing deal. Titanfall 2 marketing deal. Yep, they have a marketing deal. Titanfall 2, the developer that said that, hey, our console can run at 4K, blah 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 blah, more than 4K, 6K. The people that are promoting it, like, Their game has been cast into irrelevance. I think the developer said this just to get into the public limelight and say, hey, people that own a Xbox or are gonna buy an Xbox, hey, buy a game and you can make believe that you're playing at 6K. This whole 4K craze has got me just fucking. It's just fucking terrible. It's just what happened to 2K or like 1440p and all that stuff. It's just this whole 4K craze has got people into oh my god, I don't know what to call it. I remember during when I was growing up, we didn't have these problems. Like I owned a GameCube. The GameCube was amazing. I owned a PS2. I never cared about the graphics. I just cared about playing the game. Like playing Super Smash Brothers, I didn't care how the game looked. I just cared how the game played. Like all this focus on resolution and all this focus on, hey, my console can run at this resolution, or hey, our console has 3 more blades of grass. It's like it's just bragging rights right now. People are just trying to get bragging rights. These Titanfall 2 developers are making it more manageable. Guys, a $500 pill to swallow to buy this Xbox is just. They're making it more. They're lubing up your throat to get that huge pill into it. Basically, they're just making you just guaranteed that this game will run indie game. I mean, this console can run indie games perfectly, but let's say like Shadow of War, it's going to guaranteed 4K 30. Open world games guaranteed 4K 30. Single player games 4K 30, and unless it's not linear. I think we're still gonna get 4K 30. Why is Gears of War still 4K 30 on horde mode and single player? I really don't understand how that works. That's a UWP game that's using DirectX 12. Why is it using 4K 30 as 4K 30? It's almost like that console is bottlenecked by the CPU. But then again, I'm not an engineer, so what do I know? What else what else was there? It's just a bunch. The Pillars of Eternity said, hey, our game can run 4K 3060 on the console. And that's another thing. Remember what the developers were saying about them using the assets, the 4K asset, whatever, not the real console, but the development that was like 12 gigabytes. It was like 12 terabytes, and like it had 24 gigs of RAM. The developer kit for the Xbox One X, but didn't they use those to test their games on there? It's like we recognize you're saying there's so much like what the fuck is happening? Like what the fuck is happening? It's just so it's just so it's just so monotonous, this whole talk about 4K this, 4K that, 4K this. And and this is the last part of my video. This dilemma that I have right now, that I want to buy the console, that I want to I'm so wish-washy. I'm like the most indecisive person ever you ever meet. Like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Do I need it? Because gaming's a luxury, and right now I don't need it. I'm getting what I need for the 4K with I'm getting what my 4K needs off my console right now, off the PS4 Pro. But I do need a 4K Blu-ray player to play 4K movies, but there's not a lot out there. There's like 2 or 3 that I want. Like, I'm gonna pay $400 to watch Logan at 4K on my TV when I could just buy it online and stream it through my PS4 Pro at 4K. Like, yeah, the quality's not that good, but it's still 4K. It's just so much dilemmas. Like, I keep going over the specs. I keep reading over the, like, hey, seeing the, hey, is it worth it? I go on to podcasts. I hear what people are saying. Like, the people are saying, do not get this. Like, hey, this thing is gonna be snake oil. There's already games confirmed not 4K on this console. And then there's these developers that have marketing deals with Microsoft touting, hey, this console's a beast, and they're saying this console's going to be a powerhouse. Yeah, it's going to be a powerhouse. For $500, it better be a powerhouse. But it's just, will this console run Fallout 4 in 4K 60? If not, then why the fuck am I buying it? That's the only, like, that's, if the console cannot run my top games, my top third-party games like Mass Effect Andromeda, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Witcher 3, if it doesn't run those games at 60 frames per second, I don't see the justification of buying this console. Or like, I I spent so much fucking money on these consoles, like a ridiculous amount of money. Like, I bought a I bought a PS4 Pro day one with my 4K TV. That cost me $800. Then I paid another $360 for Zelda release date, with not to mention all the protection, not to mention all the insurance that I had to pay. Why does Walmart charge $20 and why does Best Buy charge $50? I have no clue why. But yeah, it's just the more, yeah, the developer's saying this console a beast, like, it's just, I look at that and then I think about, okay, if that's true, then what Mark Cerny said about the PS4 Pro doing 8.4 teraflops is true. It's just it's just, these developers, they just try to hype you. They try to, because they're not gonna say, hey, this console is underpowered. They're gonna try to promote it. They're gonna try to say, hey, our console can run 4K gaming at 60 frames per second. Hey, our console can run games at 20. This console's a beast. This console can do anything. This console can cure cancer. It's just snake oil, guys. Don't buy into the hype. I'm seriously considering not pre-ordering this. I'm seriously considering, because God, take into account all the bullshit that has to come with buying a console. Not to mention a day one console. You have to buy the insurance. You have to buy the console itself plus tax. That's $600. That's short of $600. For $600, you can get a beast-ass 4K for $40 more. You can get that Sony 800D with a fucking amazing HDR. Like, the TV that I have right now doesn't have a wide color gamut, and I can just say, hey, I can save up to buy that and play my 4K games on my PS4 Pro better with HDR support. Because all these games are not going to support HDR. All these games are going to run close to 4K, but the performance of these games are not going to be the same as the PS4 Pro. It's just the more I think about it, the less and less I want it. Like, I want this console. I want this console to be good, but it's just that price point. It's just so much money. And not to mention all the fucking games coming out during that time. Wolfenstein is coming out during that time. The Mario Odyssey, fucking Call of Duty World War II is coming out. Not to mention, oh shit, what else is coming out? The Battle Chasers, that RPG for Switch. Ni no Kuni is coming out November 10th, 3 days after I'm gonna buy that day one because that's a PS4 exclusive, and gotta support my exclusives. But it's just so many. Not to mention all the exclusives coming out for PS4, like not the Lost Legacy, Ni no Kuni, and then not to mention what PSX is gonna offer a month later. Like, it took 1 year for the PS4 Pro to become irrelevant. It took 3 months, not even a year, 3 months, since Microsoft unveiled their new console, the Project Scorpio. Then it took 1 year for they're going to release in November, and the PS4 Pro release on November 10th. So it took 1 full year for the PS4 Pro to become irrelevant in the console space. How long is this console going to last? Like, how long before Sony says, "Hey, the PS5 is coming out," or they say, "Hey, this new souped-up PS4 is coming out," because they want to do these 2-year upgrades each day, and I'm all for it. I like it. I prefer it this way. Like, hey, all your games work on this console, and if you just upgrade it, you're still in the ecosystem. But it's just, you have to swallow a $500 pill. It's just, I already swallowed a $300 pill, a $400 pill. Not to mention another $400 pill for the 4K TV. And these people spouting, hey, 4K is going to be the best, 4K is going to be the best, 4K is going to be the best. Most of these people don't even own a 4K TV and have to spend money to see that. It's just so much bullshit surrounding these consoles right now. Like, you're gonna, like, guaranteed you're gonna see performance close to the PS4 Pro, or a little bit better, or in many cases a lot better. But would that matter? Like, Sony's banking right now on Spider-Man. Spider-Man, the movie, comes out in 2 years later. I mean, in 2 weeks, and that's gonna be guaranteed hit. And then the fucking game looks phenomenal. Like, not to mention all the IPs they own, like PS4 Pro, like Let me show you the list. Let me show you the list wars, because you know us fanboys like our list. Like, what? Like, I've said this over and over again. What the Xbox One X has done is make the Xbox One S more relevant, because I think, doesn't the Xbox One S upscale to 4K? Granted, my TV already does that, but yeah, and it has a UHD Blu-ray drive. Like, I can save $300 and spend them on more games on my PS4 Pro, and buy 360 games on the Xbox One S. Like, and they run phenomenally. Like, I think Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas run smoothly on that shit. Not to mention all the games coming out for the Switch. I think in November we have another game coming out. I think Xenoblade 2, I think we have it coming out. Then on December we have Fire Emblem Warriors, and then after Ni no Kuni 2 that month. Like, October and November are just jam-packed with games. Like, and you're gonna spend $500 on a console that doesn't have any games on it. Like, yeah, granted I do have games on it, but is playing Gears of War 4 at 4K 30 worth of $500? Not to mention it's the weakest Gears of War 4, and 360 games. Those 360 games look like ass now, and they play like ass. Like, if you played the 360, like, I went back, I still have my 360. I went back and played Gears of War 2, and that thing was garbage. That thing was garbage. Like, back in the day, it blew my mind, but as of right now, like, playing games like Uncharted and playing other games that involved in the formula, like, it's just Gears of War. They didn't innovate. They didn't do anything. All they did was add microtransactions. Oh yeah, not to mention that every single first party exclusive from Microsoft is guaranteed to have microtransactions. I think that might be the what's it called? Like, what do you Americans call it? The straw that broke the camel's back, or whatever it's called. It's just that's where they draw the line. That's where I say, fuck it. Fuck it, like the fuck it movement. Like, no, I don't want this thing. Like, all the first party exclusives. Like, let me tell you right now, I'm looking at 4K TVs. A Samsung, oh my god, keep in mind that I bought my Samsung KU6300 for $377. It's on $700 on Newegg. It's just I got lucky. I got really lucky. But oh god, it's just $1,000, $2,000, $400, $500. I got mine for $377, so it was a steal. But yeah, it's just these 4K TVs are gonna go on sale on Black Friday. I'd rather spend money to play games on a better service. I mean, not a better service. PSN sucks. Or like buy Xbox One S during the holidays to play Ori and the Will. And there's my conundrum. Like, Ori, do I really want to play Ori at 4K, or do I want to play Ori at 1080p? Like, because Ori and the Willow and Wisp, or whatever it's called, you can play that. I hope I can play that game. I want to play that game, but I have to own an Xbox One. And I don't want to, and have a 4K TV, so the Xbox One X is a clear candidate for me, but I really don't want to spend $500 fucking dollars on a bullshit console that's going to be obsolete in 2 years, probably, or not even 2 years, in 1 year. But it's just, there's so much what ifs, there's so much snake oil surrounding this whole situation, and I might bite the bullet, or I might just say fuck it and not get it, and laugh at the Digital Foundry videos of these fanboys screaming media bias and screaming pony founder, because guarantee you that half the games that are not going to be first party on this, and that's not a lot, by the way, all the games on this console that is not going to be running at 4K. They're going to do some checkerboarding, or if it's native 4K, you're going to see serious compromises. You're not going to see like the details like Horizon Zero Dawn has. You're not going to see the details like, because I saw that Shadow of War, and Shadow of War does not look like a visual appealing game. Like, I don't know if my TV YouTube is compressing the image, or I don't know if they did a lot of compromises to the thing, but I don't know what to think anymore. It's just a wait and see attitude. Always wait and see before you're gonna buy something, because I got gypped by the PS4 Pro. I got gypped by these consoles. PC gaming is looking like a really, really good alternative right now, but we'll see. Right now you can't even pre-order the thing, which is another fucking iffy thing. Why can't you pre-order the Xbox One X? Why can't you? It's just, yeah. How come you can't pre-order the thing? What the hell is wrong? I know the FC. Oh, okay. Here's a conspiracy theory. I read an article that right now that since the Xbox One X is not being approved by the FCC, the FCC, which is the, let me check. I should know this. It's been forever since I've taken politics. FCC. The FCC is Federal Communications Commission. Basically, those are the people that say, hey, is this product consumer friendly, like they protect the rights of consumers. And right now they're currently trying to get the Xbox One X approved for the mass audience. And right now there's no telling what's gonna happen. They're still trying to get it through. It's been over 2 weeks since 2 weeks since the announcement of the console, and I remember during the Switch release, that thing sold out the night that they showed the presser. But I think there's so much snake oil surrounding this console. I'm just having second thoughts all over the time. I want it, I don't want it. I want to buy, but it's $500. But I get what I pay for. I'm not getting gypped. We'll see. Right now, I'm not gonna pay for any games this fall because I'm gonna have to purchase all these Nintendo games right now and the Amiibo, so I'm not gonna be able to purchase them. I'm gonna be waiting for a Black Friday sale, and we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me rambling. So.